Hey, I just wanted to talk to you guys about my first week at CrossFit. I did. I went to the CrossFit Games in Madison, and I got this T-shirt. And I promised myself that I wouldn't wear the T-shirt until I got through 1 week at CrossFit. So I went without actually being a member. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm 46 years old. I'm a pharmacist. I've got three 7-year-old daughters, and I went to the playground with them, and I tried to climb this pole. They just put in new equipment over at the playground, and it was 10 feet, and I couldn't get up it. And then my daughters are starting to do handstand push-ups, and we'll be doing walking handstands soon. So I wanted to be able to keep up with them. I know I'm older. I had my kids at 39, so I wanted to talk about the first week at CrossFit and the first 4 days. It's Thursday, and tomorrow we'll have something, and just like with CrossFit Fashion, you don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool actually that it's always different. So first, I'm just going to go through the 4 days that I went and kind of give you my experience. So the first day, I was absolutely petrified. I had no idea what was going to go on, and I was just a little bit nervous, and it was really unfounded. Everybody was so nice, and even for 4:45 in the morning, I know I can make friends with a wall. I'm just very outgoing, but everybody was really nice, introduced themselves, and the coach was really nice in terms of getting things set up so that I could do them because I wasn't familiar with them. It was a bit of a technical workout, so generally you do an onboarding for a while before you do this, but I just kind of wanted to jump in and see what happened. And so we did 21, 15, 9. Instead of doing the 75-pound snatch, which is what my males would have done, 55 for women, I just did a 35-pound bar. And then I did the overhead squats, and I don't know if I changed from 35 to 45, but just to get the technique right. And then instead of toes to bar, I was doing really more knees to chest, but still trying to get my shoulders way up so that I can get the good technique for eventually being able to do the kip pull-ups. So again, the first concern was that I was going to be way behind everybody, and it's really not like that. It actually was really nice. Everybody was really engaging, and I felt really, really comfortable. So went back second day, and just my own recommendation in terms of working out is to always work out same time every day. Even if you're a pharmacist with one of those weird schedules where you get the other weekends and things like that, I think it's better to get up early in the morning, same time every morning, to make sure that every day that's when I'm going to be working. So second day was a partner workout. It was a Metcon, so metabolic conditioning. It was for time. I did 120 double unders. So double under is a jump rope where you go twice under, and I can't do that. So I was like, I can't do double unders. And they're like, oh, okay, it's fine. You do single unders. And then you just double the number. So instead of 120 double unders, we did 240. And what we would do is there's always a great stretch before, so it's not like you just jump into these things. I think one of the things that people are really worried about is, are they going to get hurt and things like that, and I found quite the opposite. My posture got better within the first 2 or 3 days, where I'm standing up straighter, and when you've got a bunch of weight on your back, you have to push your chest out to get good support on it, and I'm just finding that I have much better posture, which is the opposite of what I think people kind of have in their head. But we started with the 20-yard box push. Then you come back and you do as many as you can in a minute, and then your partner does it. And so it was really kind of cool that way. Wall ball shots, instead of doing the 20 pounds, I did 14 because it was my second day. Kettlebell swings, instead of 70 pounds, I did 53 pounds. And then 30 burpees. Their standard for a burpee is to have your chest hit the floor. And so that was new to me. We just did them a little bit differently in other places I've worked out. But I'll talk about Wednesday. But they're really, really good about holding you to a certain standard that makes a lot more sense. And then we did 60 double unders, which would have been 120 single unders, 45 wall ball shots, then 30 more kettlebell swings, and then another 15 burpees. And again, I felt pretty good after that workout. On Wednesday, I did double workout. So the Wednesday morning workout, I did. It was it was a deadlift, and instead of doing the 275 that men would do, the 6 deadlifts, I only did, I want to say, at first I tried 50 on each side, or something like that. Let me see if I have it right. 45 on each side. No, I think I tried 50 on each side, so it would have been 145, and I could do it pretty easily, but I felt not a twinge in my hamstring, but I just knew that it was just too unfamiliar for my body to do that. So I dropped down to 25 on each side just to get used to the motion. So I'm only deadlifting 95 pounds. It's not a lot, but getting the motion right. Instead of the 12 pull-ups, I did 18 of the, again, trying to get my knees to chest to try to get to the pull-up point where I can do the pull-ups properly. And then 18 push-ups. Again, their standard is chest needs to hit the floor. So I do a little bit of a shift in how I normally would have done pull-ups to get my chest to the floor. And it was strict push-ups, I think. So it was actually a lot more difficult than I thought, but it was a great workout again, and it was as many reps as possible. That's what an AMRAP is. But at night, that night was the onboarding class, and the instructor did it's kind of like Annie Thorisdottir, if you're familiar with CrossFit, kind of the CrossFit Games. And she has this habit of smiling after doing things that are extremely hard. And same with the instructor there. And, so Annie, after putting up 225 after 14 lifts, smiles as she gets it, kind of racked on her shoulders, and then smiles again afterwards. So as we're doing these really tough things, it's just kind of all smiles. But the end workout was 5 shoulder press, 10 jump ups onto the box, and then 15 burpees, and do that 2 times. And the actual thing only took about 4.5 minutes. But it was a tremendous workout. I felt like I really, really got a workout, and that was the same day. And so I'll go to those on-ramp classes. I think it's called something a little bit different. I don't think it's called on-ramp, but anyway, it's really good. It does a great job of breaking down the movements so you can be safe and so that you do them properly. And I think that's the biggest concern I had was getting hurt. I'm old, 46, to start doing this and, Olympic lifts and things like that. But I'm really confident because I get so much instruction, so much coaching. And that's what I heard over and over again, that you want to make sure you have a box that has good coaching. And then this morning was 5 rounds for time. So it would have been 400-meter run, 6 muscle ups if I could do them, but I can't. So then the instructions were just to skip them, and then to do 20 lunges at 75 pounds, which is actually something that is comfortable for me. So that's a really the proper weight for me is 75 for those. So the 400-meter run, it was just so nice to have something that's so familiar as somebody who is comfortable running. So 400-meter run, come back in, do the lunges, but again the standard is to get the knee down. And some of these, in the workouts I've done at other places, there really wasn't someone saying, hey, that's you're not hitting the standard. And it was just really nice to have that accountability. So did get the workout done under the 20-minute time cap. But again, I didn't do any of the muscle ups because you have to be able to do a kip pull-up before you can do the muscle up. But I'm excited for Friday, doing another workout. And just bottom line, I definitely recommend CrossFit. I think I didn't really get it. I wanted to kind of understand it. That's why I went to Madison, but I also kind of wanted to take a little bit of a break, and it was just nice. It was only 4 hours away. And I think the bottom line with CrossFit is that you're going to have 3 things that I got out of it just in the first week. So my posture has changed. It's much better. Then also my diet has changed a little bit. After those kinds of workouts, I assure you, you don't want to eat certain bad foods for you. And my sleep is better because have to get up to be at this workout, and I'm finding myself going to bed a little bit earlier, not watching Netflix till all hours of the night. And it's just, a really warm environment. So if you're somebody that's thinking about CrossFit and maybe a little bit scared of it, I would just go and try it. Some places have it where you can go for a week for free, and you can try it out and see if it's right for you. But I definitely recommend it. Oops.